This video is the study guide for the soccer unit. Soccer was first played in ancient Greece, and it was called harpston, which means to propel forward. It was not the game that we play today, but it was considered the earliest version of soccer. In London, in 1863, the year 1863, 11 different soccer clubs came together and formed the first soccer association. This is considered the official birth of modern soccer. One note, I'm going to be referring to soccer as soccer, but everywhere else in the world it's called football. Soccer is played with 11 players in the field at one time. A high school varsity game consists of two 40-minute halves. Let's take a look at some positions. First position we're going to look at are defenders. They're also known as fullbacks, and their job is to help guard the goal area. The next position is called forwards. Forwards are also called strikers. Their primary job is to try to score. They're kind of your attackers on offense. Another position is goalies. Goalies' job is to protect goals from being scored. They stand in the goal box. Their primary responsibility is the net. And finally, midfielders are also called halfbacks. They kind of flow back and forth between offense and defense, and their job is to try to control the flow of the game, especially as it relates to the middle of the field. Here's some technical rules for soccer. One is a dropped ball. This is used by a referee. It's done between two players to restart play after play is stopped for whatever reason, with the exception of the ball going out of bounds. A penalty kick is a direct free kick awarded to a team when the defensive team commits a foul, kind of like a penalty shot in hockey. The kick occurs in front of the goal, and it's pretty straight on. This is also used for tiebreakers in soccer games. A throw-in occurs when the ball has traveled outside the touch lines, which is the soccer term for just the out-of-bounds lines. The player gets the ball, and the ball has to be thrown over his head, as seen in this picture. This will restart play. Passing is a method of moving the ball from one player to another player on a team. It can be done by kicking or heading the ball to an open teammate. As I mentioned before, the touch lines are the out-of-bound or boundary lines for soccer. Tackling is used to get the ball away from an opponent. Sometimes it can be rough, sometimes there's a lot of contact, sometimes there's no contact. But tackling is kind of a sliding motion that's meant to kick the ball away from an opponent. Shooting is kicking or heading the ball toward the goal. Anytime that occurs, it's called shooting. Usually you want to get a lot of velocity or speed on the ball when you try to score, or you want to try to get the goalie out of position. Dribbling is when one player moves the ball forward, just like in basketball where you have to kind of bounce the ball and move in a direction to try to move the ball forward. Same concept, only it's done with your feet. A foul occurs when another player runs into, charges, pushes, kicks, trips, or holds a player from the other team. If you watched the World Cup recently, you saw there was a lot of players would flop sometimes to try to get a call, and that's when penalties occur. Heading is when a player uses their forehead, typically their forehead, to try to move a ball in a direction that they want, whether it be to shoot, to pass to a teammate, or to get a ball that's in the air back on the ground. Dodging is used by the player with the ball to try to avoid a defensive player. And that's the study guide for the soccer unit.